Hi Aquarius, this is Colleen Pearl, and welcome to my channel, The Cool Crone. In today's video, we'll be doing a tarot card reading that are predictions for the whole month of November. Now, you've got some big heavy planets in your 12th house, and you've got Venus in the 9th house, which is going to be very interesting. So let's get into the reading. Okay, Aquarius. I've laid out the cards for you in 4 columns of 4 cards each. The first column is week 1, the second column is week 2, and so on. The first card up is the 8 of Wands, so the month for you starts out like gangbusters. Lots of things coming at you. These could be lots of people asking for help, lots of people offering help, lots of things coming in the mail, lots of ideas coming to you, lots of writing, and the next card is you. It's the Magician. It's a major arcana, and this is the card that says that you can take all the resources around you and turn them into whatever you want, that you have the ability to shift things to become what it is that you need. You can do it. So you are the person who is really the magician this month, making everything happen the way you want it to. Then we have the 5 of Swords. So swords are intellectualism. They are communications of any kind, written communications like letters, messages, emails, and even posts on the internet. And the internet also, I think, is ruled by swords because it's all about communication. So 5s connote conflict of some kind, or at least people pitting themselves against each other. He's got the swords of his enemies and they're leaving. So he feels like he has won, but he's not celebrating. He's just watching the backs of his opponents. So this is definitely a card where you're wary of the other guy. You're wary about what's going on from other people. But remember that you are the magician, so you can do pretty much what you want. And it could be just that you feel that the other people may resent you because you are magical and you are able to turn water into wine or whatever. It could be something else as well. So the next card is also a card of conflict. It's also a 5, and it's the 5 of Wands. And in traditional tarot, the people in this card are not actually hitting each other with their sticks. They're holding up their sticks in very aggressive poses, but they're not actually hurting each other. So Wands, while they are action, can also stand in for conflict. But Wands also bring about dramatic moments and dramatic things. And let's face it, fighting is dramatic. So that's what this card is about. So you've got 2 cards here saying that you're thinking about dealing with, in the middle of, some kind of conflict with people, with many people. So that's that first week of the month that you're really dealing with. It doesn't really show that you have any big resolutions to those things, but you're dealing with a lot. And like the magician, you're taking something from here and you're making it into a new something over here. Very interesting for the month. The next card is the 10 of Wands. So more wands. So far we've got 3 wands out of 5 cards. And the 10 of Wands indicates carrying a big burden. In the first week, you had all these things coming to you, and now you're having to deal with all of those things. And it could be a big burden. It could be difficult for you to deal with all of those things. But we go back to the magician. You are the magician, so you can make things happen. It's very interesting. We've got, in the rows going this way, going across, you've got 3 major arcana, a major arcana here and a major arcana here. So you've got like this little block of major arcana cards all in a row. So I'm thinking that they affect one another. The second card for the second week, next to the magician and next to another major arcana, is the moon. So I think there's something going on here in secret, or something that is hidden that you're not quite aware of. So maybe there is something hidden or in secret that is causing you to work harder than you should. So what you need to do, Mr. Magician, is figure out what the heck that secret is about so that you don't have to break your back working so hard. Search yourself, search your intuition, search your soul. See if you can ferret out what it is that everybody else knows or some other people know that you don't know, so that you can ease your burden. The next card we have, 9 of Cups. And this is the wish card, your dream come true. So this means that anything that you've been focusing on, you're going to get. So be careful what you wish for, because you're actually going to get it in the second week of November. And it could be that what you're wishing for is to know the secret that these other people know, so you don't have to work so hard. The next card, in the last card for the second week in November, is the Four of Swords. This card is known as Quiet as a Tomb. You're recharging, resting, retreating, going into a contemplation, meditation, or even just sleep to try to recharge your batteries. And this, a lot of people do this to try to figure out answers. They know that in their dream state, or if they're meditating or contemplating, very often the answer will just float to the top of their brain. So this isn't a stupid thing to do at all. And I hope that it gives you the answer that you're seeking. After all, you did get the wish card. Third card in the second week, which is very good. The third week starts out with the Fool. Before I talk about the Fool, I just want to point out that on the 3rd of November, Mercury goes direct. So what does this mean for you? It could mean your friends are all of a sudden available. I mean, you have this 8 of Wands coming up first thing in the beginning of the month. So all of a sudden it could mean that people are available and they want to talk to you. On the 13th of the month, Mars goes direct in Aries. That's going to fall into your 3rd house of ideas. So you're going to have some brilliant ideas all of a sudden be able to be acted upon in that after the second week of November. So let's see what this means. Well, here's the Fool. So you're taking a chance. You're going to take a chance on a new endeavor, a new journey, a new project, a new something. That some people would look at and say, why is he or she doing that? Or, what is in it for them? But for you, it might be a spiritual journey. It might be going off on kind of a pilgrimage. Or it could just be that you're taking up a new hobby, a new study. However you define journey, that's what this is going to be. And nothing's going to stop you from doing it. This is a major arcana, so this is a journey that you really feel compelled to take. Then the next card for the third week is Temperance. And Temperance, like the magician, it can turn water into wine. So Temperance is the alchemical person, right? The person who can really connect the dots of the universe and make sense out of all the disparate parts. So this might be a really valuable thing for you to be able to do in the middle of the month. You're on this new journey as the Fool, and now you've got to make sense out of all the things that you're finding. You've got to take the resources that you find along the way and make sense for yourself. And I do think, Aquarius, that this is really for your spiritual growth. I do think that there's a few planets that are sitting up there in your 9th house, Venus being one of them, where this month especially there's going to be some breakthroughs, some openings where it concerns your spirituality. So, don't knock it till you try it. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, she's all business, but she's a quiet queen. She knows her stuff. She's very, very sure of herself. And when it comes to having to make decisions about business, she's very clear, not brutal, just clear about what it is that she wants. And now, if this is you, then you're able to use all the things that you've learned so far this month and come up with a very clear decision about what needs to be done with your business. It also means that your business is attracting money, clients, business. So that's never a bad thing in a business. The last card for the third week in November is really nice. It's the Happy Harvest Home. It's the Four of Wands. It means that you're going to have family around you. You're going to feel very loved and very cared for. You're going to feel loving and you want to care for these people too. So it's just a really nice card to have right at this time of the month. And of course it falls around Thanksgiving. The fourth week of the month starts and ends a little dicey. So the first card that comes up for the fourth week is the Death card. Now, death usually does not mean a literal death. It usually means a transformation of some kind. Well, that's brilliant because in the very beginning of the month, you had all this stuff coming to you, and as the magician, you were trying to manage these things. But in the third week, you realize that it's your own journey, your spiritual soul that you're searching for. So you start off this journey of the Fool. Coming to death that quickly, that's amazing. So the transformation that is wrought because of your journey may be indicative by this death card. So that's kind of amazing. And we're talking about spirituality. Very often people feel transformed when they're delving into their own spirituality, either fighting their demons or just learning new philosophies, shifting paradigms in their mind. I mean, the whole spiritual journey can be really mind-bending. And that's really what I think this death card means. All right, then we have the King of Pentacles. Now, we had the Queen of Pentacles, so this means that your business is just hopping along like a little Easter bunny. Everything is really going pretty well for your business. Maybe to the point where you feel like, wow, I could just put this on automatic pilot. This thing's really going swell for me. But don't do that. I mean, just don't do that. Keep paying attention to your business. But it does mean that you're going to be bringing in great money and good clients and lots of ideas and projects. So that's something to celebrate right there. Then we have the Page of Swords. So this guy is going to be giving you news of analytics or something he has read, giving back a digest, a summary of things that are important for you as it pertains probably to your business, not just your personal life, right? So this is going to be a younger person, and this is somebody you should pay attention to. The final card for the last week is Judgment. So you started your Fool's Journey. You were the magician at the beginning of the month. You went through the moon where you listened to your intuition and sought the secrets. You had Temperance here where you were really trying to change things and turn the water into wine. And you had your ultimate death and transformation, which means the end of a chapter and the beginning of something new. During that time, you have the Judgment card come up. And the Judgment is the Judgment. It is, it's how you're going to be judged. It's how you're going to be seen for all of the things, all of the actions that you've taken or not taken. So if you've done things and in your heart you feel that these are good for other people and yourself, then the Judgment will be, hey, you're a good person, you did everything great. If you've been a little shady and you've cheated people or actually done dirt to somebody, Judgment's going to not be very kind to you. It's going to be not a great end of November. So I hope that you've been good. I hope that you haven't been cheating people and doing anything shady, because that would be a shame. These are great cards. That's your reading, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment below and let me know what you think, especially about all that 9th house spirituality stuff. And if I were you, I would also listen to the forecast for your rising sign. Very informative, very helpful. Please like the video. Thumbs up. It always helps. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification button so you don't miss any of my videos. And thanks very much for watching.